Close your eyes. Imagine a city alive with the echoes of history. A city where the past isn't just buried beneath our feet, but breathes alongside us. Open your eyes. You are in Rome. Not the Rome of today, but Rome at the height of its empire. Feel the cobblestones beneath your sandals. Hear the clamor of the crowds, a symphony of languages and laughter. Look around. Towering temples pierce the azure sky, monuments to the gods who shaped their world. Gladiators prepare for mortal combat in the Colosseum, their destiny hanging by a thread. Emperors, draped in purple robes, parade through the streets, their every whim a command. But Rome is more than just its monuments and rulers. It's a tapestry woven from the lives of its people. Welcome to Rome. Our journey begins not in the bustling forum, but within the walls of a domus, a luxurious Roman home. It is here, amidst frescoes and mosaics, that a Roman emperor awakens. Servants scurry, anticipating his every need. They dress him in fine linen, his every move watched with a mixture of fear and awe. Imagine waking up every day knowing millions depend on your decisions. The weight of the empire rests firmly on your shoulders. As emperor, your word is law, your power, absolute. But power can be a double-edged sword. While you feast on exotic delicacies, the threat of betrayal always lurks. Your day of ruling an empire has just begun. Across the city, a Roman senator prepares for the day ahead. He is a man of influence, a member of the elite ruling class. His toga, carefully draped over his shoulder, is a symbol of his status. Every fold and pleat speaks of his power and prestige. His power lies in his words, his ability to sway the Senate, to shape the laws that govern Roman life. Today, he might debate matters of war and peace, or perhaps the price of grain. The fate of nations hangs in the balance, but before the weight of responsibility descends, he enjoys the comforts of his privileged life. He might stroll through his villa gardens, admiring the intricate statues and fountains. He is a senator, and he holds the future of the Republic in his hands. As the sun climbs higher, the heart of Rome throbs with activity. The Forum, a bustling marketplace and civic center, comes alive with the energy of thousands. Merchants hawk their wares, their voices competing with the clatter of carts and the chatter of citizens. But amidst this vibrant chaos, a sense of anticipation hangs in the air. All eyes turn towards the Curia Julia, the Senate House, where Rome's most powerful men gather to decide the fate of the empire. Inside the Senate chamber, the air is thick with tension. Senators, draped in their togas, engage in heated debate. Their voices echo off the marble walls, each word heavy with consequence. The fate of provinces, the outcome of wars, the lives of millions, all hang in the balance. The decisions made within these walls will reverberate throughout the known world. As the roar of the crowd echoes through the Colosseum, we descend into the bowels of this grand amphitheater. Here, in the dimly lit corridors beneath the arena, a different kind of Roman life unfolds. The air is thick with the stench of sweat, fear, and anticipation. A gladiator, his muscles glistening with oil, prepares for battle. His world is a stark contrast to the luxury and indulgence of the emperor and senators. Each day is a roll of the dice, a dance with death. He fights not for glory or power, but for survival, for a chance at freedom. He straps on his armor, the weight of it a familiar burden. He can hear the roar of the crowd above, their bloodlust palpable. He is a gladiator, and this is his stage. Our journey through the underbelly of Rome continues, leading us down narrow, winding streets, away from the grandeur of the Forum and the Colosseum. Here, in the squalor and shadows, we encounter a different kind of Roman citizen, a slave. Their lives are a world away from the luxury and privilege of the ruling class. They are the unseen hands that keep Rome running, the cogs in the machinery of empire. They serve at the whim of their masters, their very existence defined by servitude. They might toil in the fields, their backs bent under the scorching sun. Or perhaps they work in the homes of the wealthy, their days filled with endless chores and menial tasks. Some are treated with a degree of kindness, while others endure unimaginable cruelty. They are the shadows of Rome, and their labor built this empire. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the city, we find ourselves in one of Rome's many insulae. These towering apartment blocks, home to the city's lower classes, are a far cry from the spacious villas of the wealthy. Life here is cramped and chaotic. Families squeeze into small, dimly lit rooms, their lives spilling out onto the bustling streets below. The air is thick with the smells of cooking fires and human waste. Danger lurks in every corner, from fires to collapsing buildings. Yet, despite the hardships, life persists. Children play in the streets, their laughter echoing through the narrow alleys. Neighbors gather in courtyards, sharing stories and meager meals. Life here may be hard, but it is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Imagine strolling through the heart of Rome, the sunlight dappling through the awnings of bustling market stalls. Look up, towering above the cityscape, their marble facades gleaming, stand the temples of the gods. These architectural marvels, monuments to Roman piety and engineering prowess, dominate the skyline. Step inside the Pantheon, a temple dedicated to all gods. Feel a sense of awe wash over you. The dome, a masterpiece of Roman engineering, seems to float effortlessly above, an opening at its center. The oculus, drawing your gaze towards the heavens. These temples were not merely places of worship. They were the heart of Roman social and political life. As the sun climbs higher, the streets of Rome come alive with a different kind of energy. The crowd surge towards the Colosseum, their anticipation palpable. Today, the arena promises a spectacle like no other. Gladiatorial combat, a ballet of brutality and skill. Imagine the roar of the crowd as the gladiators, armed with swords and shields, enter the arena. The sand is stained crimson, a grim reminder of the battles fought and lives lost within these walls. The air crackles with tension, a mixture of fear and excitement. But the Colosseum was more than just a stage for violence. It was a symbol of Roman power and ingenuity, a testament to their architectural genius. It is a reminder that in Rome, entertainment and politics are forever intertwined. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the city, the aroma of spices and roasting meat fills the air. It is dinner time in Rome, and the streets come alive with a symphony of sizzling, chopping, and chatter. Imagine yourself stepping into a bustling Roman market, a cornucopia of flavors and aromas. Stalls overflow with olives, grapes, figs, and dates. The tang of freshly baked bread mingles with the scent of exotic spices, transported from distant corners of the empire. For those who could afford it, Roman cuisine was a celebration of abundance and variety. But even for the less wealthy, food was more than just sustenance. It was a source of community and connection. Picture this, a warm Roman morning. The sunlight streams through the arches of the Forum, painting the marble surfaces in a golden glow. The heart of the city pulses with life. It's a symphony of sounds. The clatter of carts, the shouts of merchants, the murmur of countless conversations. This is the Roman Forum, the beating heart of the empire. More than just a marketplace, it's a stage where the drama of Roman life unfolds. Here, senators rub shoulders with slaves. Wealthy matrons browse for silks alongside common folk. And news, both grand and trivial, travels faster than a chariot race. Imagine catching snippets of conversation as you navigate the throng. A group of men heatedly debate the latest pronouncements from the Senate. A street preacher captivates a crowd with tales of gods and miracles. As the day wears on and the Roman sun blazes, imagine seeking respite, as the Romans did, in one of the city's grand public baths. Step through the arched entrance and feel the heat embrace you. The air is thick with steam and the murmur of voices. This is no mere bathing house. It's a social hub, a place to see and be seen, to discuss philosophy, politics, and the latest gossip. Luxurious mosaics adorn the walls, their intricate designs depicting scenes from mythology and Roman life. Imagine yourself immersing in the warm waters of the tepidarium, letting the heat soothe your muscles. Engage in lively conversation with fellow bathers, discussing the day's events or the latest gladiatorial contest. Move on to the caldarium, the hottest room, where sweat pours and tensions melt away. Here, social barriers dissolve in the rising steam. As our journey through ancient Rome draws to a close, we stand at the precipice of millennia, looking back at a civilization that shaped the very fabric of Western society. The sun sets on our imaginary day in the eternal city, casting long shadows over the Colosseum, the Forum, and the temples that have borne silent witness to centuries of human drama. We've walked the streets alongside emperors and slaves, senators and gladiators, experiencing the grandeur and the grit, the triumphs and the tragedies that color daily life in ancient Rome. We've marveled at the architectural genius, the intricate social tapestry, and the cultural innovations that cemented Rome's place in history. But Rome, like all empires, was not immune to the passage of time. Internal strife, corruption, and the relentless march of history eventually brought its reign to an end. Yet, even in its decline, Rome's influence didn't diminish. The echoes of Rome's grandeur still whisper to us across the chasm of time. Today, the ruins of ancient Rome stand not as mere relics of a bygone era, but as potent symbols of human ambition, ingenuity, and the enduring power of ideas. When we look at the Colosseum, we're reminded of the human capacity for both spectacle and cruelty. The crumbling arches of aqueducts stretching across the countryside speak to the Romans' mastery of engineering and their unwavering commitment to progress. And the very language we speak, peppered with Latin phrases and rooted in Roman law, serves as a constant reminder of Rome's enduring legacy. The story of ancient Rome is a story of innovation and decline, of power and fragility, of the best and worst of humanity. It's a story that continues to fascinate and inspire us, urging us to learn from the past, to appreciate the complexities of civilization, and to ponder the enduring impact we leave on the world. As we turn our gaze from the past to the present, let us remember the lessons of ancient Rome. Let us strive to build societies that value justice, ingenuity, and the enduring power of human connection. For in the echoes of empire, we find not just a reflection of our past, but a roadmap for our future.